Rudnax here with Heart to Heart Horsemanship TV, and I'm here today with our fantastic trainer, Shauna Brantley Terrazon. Thank you. And we're here with Sarah, and Sarah has called Shauna in to do a checkup on her Mustang. And Sarah, how long have you had this Mustang?
I have had Zero since January 26th. Went and picked him up from Horse Plus Humane Society for their competition, the Extreme Rescue Makeover. And this is Zero.
So that's about 6 weeks worth.
Yeah.
So out of that 6 weeks, how many hours, solid hours, have you worked with Zero?
It varies between an hour a day to 2 hours a day. Either working with him or having him stand tied with the saddle on, or round pen work and stuff like that. I try to do as much as I can with him, but I also have other horses that I have to ride, so it's like I try to do him in between, even if it's only like a little 5-minute thing where I do something with him and get in there.
So what specifically did you call Shauna in for today? A checkup or having a specific problem?
I was kind of having a specific thing with him. I wouldn't really call it a problem, but nervousness on my part about just getting on him. I can put a saddle on him, but a lot of the time I put a saddle on him, I'm kind of, baby steps around him, and I don't want to do that with him. I want to be able to just get there, throw it on, and get on. But he has a tendency to kind of flinch and get nervous, and I think a lot of that is picking up on my nerves. And
so you just haven't been able to fully saddle him and then actually sit on him.
And actually sit on him. I can get up above him like on a mounting block, but as soon as I go over him, like even if it's just my arm, he'll flinch and tuck and try to get out of from where my space is.
Okay. So Shauna, with this type of situation, about 6 weeks on the horse doing the ground schooling, what is your game plan today to see if we can get you on Zero?
Well, I'm going to go through a system of checks. I'm going to go through, I'm going to see how he is with movement around him. I'm going to see how he is with noise around him, how he's interacting with me. I want to see his body positioning. I want to see that he's able to flex and move all the parts that I need to move. Accepting of the rope, accepting of touch by the hands, accepting of the saddle pad, everything he has to say, yes, ma'am, I am okay, I am fine with that, before I'm going to say, okay, I'm okay with getting on you, I'm fine with getting on you. So there's a lot of little things that I will check in with. Some of them might go really quickly, some of them he might get stuck on, and we have to kind of fix him up a little bit. But it's a system of checks, and you have to make sure they're all in a row, or that's where people get in trouble.
Great. All right, so you heard it here. What we're going to do is we're going to go through a system of checks and assess Zero and Sarah and their progress and where they are today. And we're going to see if we can get Shauna to actually be able to sit on Zero and maybe take even a couple steps, and we'll see how that goes. So stay tuned. More with Heart to Heart Horsemanship.
In about 45 minutes at the latest, so I could have had a pizza.
There's the one
Yeah, I think everybody my brother does it, but I'm still nervous.
That's typically his fit.
Oh, sorry. It happens, man. It's okay. Yeah. You want the rest of these? No, that's okay. Have to have the last word, don't we?
Yeah, always.
Coming downward in his posturing, because
Okay.
when he is up like that, he is just ready for flight.
Yeah.
And luckily that it is just flight,
Yeah.
unless he was cornered. But really trying to bring him downward, by doing the stuff on the ground, by being down here, by combing the rope down, even when I started this one coming up and over, and he got up like that. This is the pat your head, rub your stomach kind
Yeah.
of thing. But keeping this rhythm going and then coming in here, and
Oh, okay.
that's when you need to release this movement.
Yeah.
Is when he
he
actually
drops
releases
down.
and goes,
Okay.
oh, okay. Don't let him be up there like a little Trojan horse.
Okay.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. There you go. There you go. And then the other one is we definitely, want to get him desensitized to this, but the best way to do that is to use it for movement also.
Yeah.
So to actually move from it, because my body has said so now.
Okay. And I think a lot of that is where I kind of fault myself because I need to work on my changing of body language.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just the way it goes.
Yeah. And it's like a lot of it, I just don't want to set myself up for failure and I don't want to set him up for failure.
Right.
So I've definitely been trying to take my time until I feel like he's totally ready.
Yeah.
I mean, like I even said, there have been a couple instances where I've had people emailing me like, why aren't you on him yet? Why aren't you on him? You've had him for so long. Why aren't you on him? And I'm like, he's not ready. I don't feel like he's ready. And like my comment has pretty much been, if we get to the grand finale and I only have a handful of rides on him, then so be it. I don't want to push him, and I don't want to push myself, and I don't want either of us to fail.
Yeah, I'm taking your hand down
Yeah.
the rope to say, hey, we're going to do a turn or a
Okay.
deflection. Same kind of concept. You're going to
Okay.
be moving your
So
hands
all-
on that rope so
okay.
he doesn't feel like that dead feel. And then you get less fight too.
Yeah.
So I can let him out there and let it slip through.
Yeah.
But when I want to bring him back in and tell him he's got limits, that
Uh-huh.
I don't want him all the way, then I'm just kind of combing the rope, maybe give a little tug, or he hits the end of it a little bit. And then
Okay.
kind of reeling in. But keeping it really live. They like that live feel.
Change direction real quick, and then or
No, it's more, and I'll tell you, it's a togetherness game.
Oh, okay.
And so, especially the ones that are a little hesitant on letting themselves come and join up with you, it really does help them out, but it can be a little sketchy. So
Okay.
what the object of the task, he's trying to push it off of himself, is to teach them to stay in position with you,
Okay.
but with you. So it's not like a lunging exercise where you're in the center. You're
Okay.
going with them. It's like straight line driving,
Okay.
but it's you're doing it for a few different reasons.
Okay.
You want to teach him to stay with you no matter what speed or what task you're doing. Whether you stop, back up, go forward, trot off, whatever.
Okay.
He's supposed to gauge and stay in the same, almost exact position.
Okay.
So not only away from you, the distance away from you, which I usually try to do just a stick length.
Yeah.
Because you want to be able to stretch your arm out and get that flag or bag or whatever you're using to ride him.
Okay.
And then you're going to want to pick a spot from nose to tail. So somewhere
Okay.
in there, I usually start right about my hip to their shoulder.
Okay.
And I mean, if you really got a forward horse, you're going to come up and be like throat latch. You know, and
Okay.
then you can play with it eventually on your other horses anywhere,
Yeah.
head to tail. The other one to remember on this one is, do you guys use Driveline or Heartline? The guide that's right there in the face.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So what you're doing on this is neutral is your Heartline.
Okay.
So that's where your flag or your bag or whatever is going to ride.
Okay.
Anytime you bring it back and give him stimulus, it's for forward
Okay.
or to tap his hindquarter over. And then he's digging this. He's like, yeah, keep talking. Anytime that bag, flag, whatever comes above that heart line, it's to slow him down or to help turn.
Okay.
So let's see. Here, one. Hey, you're gonna do something. Come on. So I am doing something. I'm snipping this. Good boy. Come on. Good boy.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I mean, this can teach the horse so much, and it can teach you so much about the horse
Yeah.
in a pretty safe place. If they can't be basically, you're doing a spank forward.
Okay.
You know, so if they can't be spanked forward, and then carry a flag where we'd like to sit, I probably wouldn't be ready to
Yeah.
just jump on up there. Good boy. Good boy. There you go, Bubba. There you go. Yay. Come on. Get up there with me. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. There we go. There we go. That over. That's close. That's good. That's good. That's really good. You're fine. That's a good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy. All right? Let's go. Good boy. Close. Getting closer. Good boy. Good boy. That's right.
Hi, Shel Broadnax here with Heart to Heart Horsemanship TV, and I'm here today with Terry Roberts. Terry is a equine dental practitioner, and we're going to talk a little bit about dental care for your horses. So Terry, great to have you on the show today. So tell me, what is really the importance of dental care for horses?
Well, 90% of a horse's digestive system lies in its mouth. A lot of people think that the way we make horses gain weight is by how much we feed them. It's not. It's how much small chop we allow to lay in the bottom of the stomach, long enough to retain water, long enough for the horse to absorb it. So it's very important, and I think everybody should have their horses checked at least annually. 6 months is optimal, but if you can get your clients to do it once a year, you're doing good.
So now I know I've heard of a lot of people that have never had their horses done. So when that doesn't happen, and I know we talked about the sharp edges, what does that do to the inside of their mouth, number one, and what does it do to their digestive system?
Well, what it does, the problem is that the more it wears, the more out of whack it gets. It throws the temporal-mandible joint up here that the mandible hinges on out of whack, and then you have to deal with all of the anomalies of unopposed protuberant teeth, leading to probably a broken mouth after 13 or 14 years and a dead horse real soon. Usually, it doesn't take long. The old horses in the wild live to 12. Now with our modern dentistry, hoof care, veterinary care, I've got patients in their 40s, right in this state. So.
Great. So you're doing a clinic today here at the Double Heart Ranch, and
Yep.
how many horses are you going to do today?
Oh, probably around a half a dozen, I guess.
Okay, great. And so if somebody else wanted to have a clinic near you, we're going to put your link to your Facebook page on the heart-to-heart-horsemanship.com website, and anybody that contacts Terry to have a clinic near them or wants to get their horse done, Terry's going to give 25% off, and we'll have that run until May 30th. So you have May 30th, 2014 in order to contact him for that, and we're going to show you a couple shots of what Terry's doing, so stay tuned, stay with us. Thanks, Terry. Appreciate it. So what are you going to show me?
So what I want to show you is the way this horse's teeth are overgrown on the outside.
Okay.
It's locking up its bite on the bottom. So tip your hand.
Okay.
Don't lose your
Either
wedding
one?
ring down here. And feel the upper teeth. All the way back. He's got teeth to his eyeballs. See?
Oh my.
See that?
Yeah.
All those sharp edges
Yeah.
and all that overgrowth. We're going to take all that down and make it brand new.
All right. I cannot believe I just
Got slime.
got slimed by this wonderful horse. That was very, very interesting. Just another reason, it was actually very sharp, and so you can't get a sense of it on a webisode, but this is one of the primary reasons, because I would imagine that sharp edge would really irritate the sides of their gums, in addition to not doing everything it needed to do for their teeth to line up correctly for proper nutrition and have everything else go along as far as their digestive systems go. So another good reason to go ahead and get your horses a dental and get them checked at least annually. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you learned something. This is from our heart straight to yours. For some scenes from next week's episode.